So I say around attack. Like I'm not trying to throw y'all out there like a Pokemon, but y'all need to do something about this. Y'all can't sit here and just be and take this land down. They need to attack the U.S. bases around the Middle East. They need to sew up all of that shit and shut them down completely, man. Because ain't no way you about to sit here and bomb my country and then tell me to choose peace. Nigga, you could have chose peace. What y'all talking about? You doing this for a whole nother country. For a whole nother country. They are not starting wars. They're not going to war with Iran because Iran attacked America soil. They have done nothing to our citizens. Nigga, American citizens get attacked and get hurt by the government more than Iran ever could. So what the fuck you mean choose peace? No, this is a time for war.
Dude, all right, the reaction coming from the neocon class and Fox News, bro, I'm about to crash out. Like you motherfuckers about to see me crash out live on air, bro. I can't do it. We were seeing peace through strength fail once again. The second, that's how I don't have any respect for these Dave Smith motherfuckers. The second that Donald Trump started saying peace through strength, that should send every single red flag off. Peace through strength does not work. It's designed to get you into war. How did Donald Trump get away with saying peace through strength over and over again, but dumbasses like Dave Smith didn't realize that he promoting war, that that's a pro-war chant? President Trump and I often said, this from Benjamin Netanyahu, peace through strength. First comes strength and then peace. This is treason of the highest order.
Congratulations.
Donald Trump is making this motherfucker happy. He is doing nothing for you.
Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history. In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace. President Trump and I often say, peace through strength. First comes strength, then comes peace. And tonight, President Trump and the United States acted with a lot of strength. President Trump,
by the way, that is not how the strength through peace thing is supposed to work. The whole idea is that you have a strong military, you put out a lot of threats, and by being a strong country, that will deter other countries from showing aggression towards you. And we know this has been a failed strategy over and over again. It has failed so much, they literally changing the definition of what it means. First there's strength, and then there's peace. That's not what the fucking slogan was. But let's continue.
Thank
They're
you.
almost done anyway.
The people of Israel, thank you. The forces of civilization, thank you. God bless America. God bless Israel.
All right, we don't have to hear any more of that. We got some more. Here's Tom Cotton. This is a short clip. Hotspot posted a lot of these. I can't believe people vote for these people, man. I'm literally
brave and skillful action night. And finally, to reiterate what he said, what you just reminded the Ayatollahs, that they can still have peace. The ball is in their court. But if they target Americans, if they target our troops in the region, if they mine the Persian Gulf, if they target Americans around the world, then they will indeed, once again, feel the full force and might of the United States military.
You see how that was always the plan? If they dare attack United States troops, they have made it clear. They have made it clear that will be their move if you guys attack Fordo, if you guys attack them. So their plan was, let's say hypothetically that Iran didn't even do anything. You guys think this would be the end of Israeli? And let's say Iran pussied out and failed the global working class. Let's say Iran failed humanity. and enabled further U.S. and Israeli aggression by not doing anything. You guys think this would be the end of Western aggression against Iran?
No.
Let's say there's regime change and there's an even more liberal leadership that is pro-West. Do you guys think that country will still be safe from regime change if that country did anything that was supportive of the Iranian people over the of American interests? Even if they got regime change, that motherfucker got 15 years at best. You know what I mean? Iran is screwed either way. This was always designed to create war. Now, before I show some more clips, because I think I got another 20 minutes in me. We have a 2-hour stream tonight. I'm gonna play some more super chats because we definitely need to talk.
Dude, what do they mean?
Go ahead, Ron.
The ball is in their court. They can choose peace. You attacked me, bro. You attacked me, and then you expect me not to respond? That is just insane. That is just insane. So I say around attack. Like I'm not trying to throw y'all out there like a Pokemon, but y'all need to do something about this. Y'all can't sit here and just take this land down. They need to attack the U.S. bases around the Middle East. They need to sew up all of that shit and shut them down completely, man. Because ain't no way you about to sit here and bomb my country and then tell me to choose peace. Nigga, you could have chose peace. What y'all talking about? You doing this for a whole nother country. For a whole nother country. They are not starting wars. They're not going to war with Iran because Iran attacked America soil. They have done nothing to our citizens. Nigga, American citizens get attacked and get hurt by the government more than Iran ever could. So what the fuck you mean choose peace? No, this is a time for war. This is a time for war. And I know a lot of people don't want it, but it has to happen. In order for America to get knocked off its pedestal, it got to get chopped down. Like the empire has to fucking fall. The empire has to fall. And this is one of the many dominoes that's going to fall in place. That has to fall in place for that to happen. So yes, I'm not choosing peace, nigga. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. Like I said, they should attack, keep attacking until America pull out, just like how they did with Yemen.
Yeah.
Y'all forget y'all just lost another war in the Middle East, huh? Like don't get it twisted.
All right, so let's read some super chats. It's probably gonna take a while to get through the super chats. I'm gonna start now. Let me know if you guys see anything you want to share. Zoya, Rome. I'm gonna continue to look out for some more breaking news, but let's read some super chats. Right now, the world is reacting to Trump's. I think that's going to go down in history as one of the most treasonous speeches in the United States history. Like historians going to read this speech 100 years later when Israel is destroyed, and they're going to be like, "This guy's literally admitted he told his people that he waged a war for another country. That was the aggressor." We all know how history is going to be told in the United States because this country fucking retarded. But around the world, 99% of the population is going to. Their history book's going to be explaining how this is the most treasonous, unhinged speech. So the world is currently reacting to that. Oh shit! I see the state. All right, here's a statement from Hakeem Jeffries. Chuck Schumer, I checked his page, still haven't released anything. Chuck Schumer is in shambles. He's trying to figure out how he's going to spin this because he's in support of it. So this is going to be the last thing I'll share. In terms of reaction, not recent super chats. My statement on Donald Trump's unilateral military action. Donald Trump promised to bring peace to the Middle East. So did your party, sir. He has failed to deliver on that promise. The risk of war has now dramatically increased, and I pray for the safety of our troops. I hate these people so much. In the region who have been put in harm's way. President Trump misled the country about his intentions, failed to seek congressional authorization for the use of military force, and risked American entanglement in a potentially disastrous war in the Middle East. First, the Trump administration bears the heavy burden of explaining to the American people why this military action was undertaken. Second, Congress must be fully and immediately briefed in a classified setting. Third, Donald Trump shoulders complete and total responsibility for any adverse consequence that flowed from a unilateral military action. I don't see any condemnation of the attack. I see he's upset that the process wasn't followed. You know, see, Democrats are not upset that we're starting a war with Iran. Where's the fury? Where's outrage over the fact that we literally about to start a country that's going to endanger the lives of 92 million people? That's why I was upset when I read the part where he said, I pray for the safety of the troops. Fuck the troops. They signed up for this. You guys see how sick in the head Democrats are? Oh, I'll pray for the troops. They're the last people we should be praying for in this situation. Yeah. You guys see he immediately goes to that? So I'm not seeing him condemning the war. He wants the opportunity to be able to vote for the war.
Yeah, that's what one comment said earlier, that they not mad at Trump for bombing Iran. They just, they happy that he took the blame for it. They're happy that him and the Republican Party is taking the blame for it. So now Democrats can look like they have clean hands, but no, they don't have clean hands at all either. From Obama, all of these people, they wanted to go to war with Iran also. So yes, they are happy. They are happy he's taking blame for this, even though they all had a hand in this. Every last one of them.
Yeah. All right, let's get super chats. We got a lot of them. Appreciate all the support, guys. I'm fucking all that fucking yelling and screaming. I'm hungry as shit now. I didn't really eat dinner either. So let me read some super chats and we can begin to get out of here. I appreciate all the support. We still got quite a bit to read though. Maximum alert has been declared. Now this is funny to me. Maximum alert has been declared at all U.S. bases in the Middle East. That's hilarious. I'm still working my take on this, but man, I feel like even if Iran doesn't do anything, man, I don't know, but because I think this is horrible. like this is still very horrible. But we must understand that Iran has the right to defend themselves. And the United States and Israel, they're going to do this war right now when they got control of Syrian airspace. They got the second that Assad fell, this war was already set to be. No, seriously, what is Pakistan going to do? Not sure. What do you make of Fuentes? Didn't vote for Trump. I'm glad he didn't vote for Trump. But I explained with Sarah, I'm not fans of people who organize based on race. And I'm not fans of people who organize, or I should say people who apologize for Nazi Germany. Like Nick Fuentes is an active supporter of Nazism. He believes that Hitler did nothing wrong. Like these are, like Hitler cracked down on, like obviously they're the race issue, but this motherfucker cracked down on the working class. He banned collective bargaining. He's a fascist. Nick Fuentes support fascism. He support the state suppression of the working class that Hitler did. Which why I love that. I love the fact. I do think he's an interesting character. He's an interesting character because all the drama he creates on the right and how much he blacklisted. But he's someone who organizes based on race, someone who shouldn't be really taken seriously. No, Nick, that was because this was a super chat a while ago. Oh yeah, we already covered this about Russia and Iran. China does have intelligence ships in the region. One of the former generals said that. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier as well. Some of these super chats are a little bit older, but I'm gonna try to get through these. Wonder if the Alderson money will win or Sandy, bro. That Alderson investment, that $100 million got into a war. That was probably one of the greatest political investments of all time. And you want to know the funny thing is, people like Dave Smith, they was told about Miriam Alderson and her money. Yep. And their reaction was like, oh man, I'm sure Trump can't be bought. I'm sure he can't be. Yeah, I know it's kind of concerning that Miriam Alderson donated all that money to Trump, but come on, man, not a big of a deal.
He's a billionaire. He don't need the money.
Maybe we need a good cop, bad cop. Maybe there should be some people who forgive these people. I have a hard time forgiving these people. You know what I mean? Who led to this situation? Not the people who are victims of the propaganda, but the people who managed to influence and convince people that the Alderson money wasn't a big deal. We are sorry, Ron. What was you about to say?
Oh no, I want to say shit. I want to say nothing.
Okay. I got a lot of. Damn, we got a fucking shit ton of chats. I appreciate the support, guys. Holy shit. I'm actually glad we did this live stream, man. Holy shit. They don't even need to close the strait. In the moment the Middle East becomes a war zone, there will be no insurance for any shipping in the strait. Well said. Great work, RBN. I appreciate the solidarity. I read this one before. How that's why Trump saying that this strike was a big success is confusing because every single report, even the Iranian state TV, is saying that no, there's no damage. So it's pure pro-war propaganda because you can't get people to support your war if you're not selling the idea that it was successful, just like Ukraine. Feel free to interrupt if you guys have anything you want to add, Roman Zoe. I'm gonna continue to read super chats. Sun numbers 100% of the time. Also, so he's saying sun numbers 100% of the time we've been at war since 1987. Think about that, guys.
Damn.
I was born in 91.
Yeah.
My entire life we've been at war. And people wonder why I'm obsessed with this. And I'm so happy I turned people in my real life anti-war because I was playing. I was just talking to my brother, like, bro, we seen the Iraq War. I spent to my mom, but I grew through the Iraq War. That's why I covered what I cover. Now they all fucking radicalized. I tell you guys, my family was apolitical. That's not really the case anymore. I'm glad to say. They all fucking hate Israel. I love it. Fun fact: both Ukraine and Israel has taxpayer-funded healthcare. Isn't it interesting that the treasonous Christian Zionists, whenever we propose universal health care, they accuse us of being crazy socialist. Oh my God, look at this crazy socialist advocating for universal health care. Meanwhile, their favorite apartheid state has it. Yes.
I am a crazy socialist, though. But I still want people
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. The alternative would be saying that we're the same ones, but we're the same ones in an insane society. So of course we would seem insane. Because to me, there's no one in the world that has more rational politics than Rome than me. Like, nigga, like I told you guys before, like I'm done voting for Democrat, but if Rome ran as a Democrat, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Let me see what he's up to. That's how much I fuck with Rome's politics. I'm like, wait, hold up. Maybe he's I didn't see. Like he's the only one I'll get benefit of doubt like that. But anyway, let's continue with super chats. Our politics are the most sane. Like whenever I see tankies, the most tankiest of tanky, I'm like, this motherfucker is the tankies was right about everything.
Yeah.
They are the most base, most correct people in politics, but bar none. I fuck with the tankies. Thank you for the $20, Gio. School of the Americas trained counter-revolutionaries in Fort Benning, Georgia, to wreck people's movements all over the world. Interesting. I didn't know that much about that. That's very interesting. I got to scroll down. I really do appreciate the support tonight. I feel much better doing this instead of enjoying my Saturday night. I appreciate all the support, guys. All American citizens and military in the region are now legitimate targets. Yep. So I seen that people report on that. Definitely a true statement. I don't know if they're going to do it. I still don't believe that. Like, as much as I'm panicking, like, Iran bailed us out of World War III so many times. Like, there's still a part of me, maybe they might back down. But that thought is hard because that would be so bad for the Iranian people. The deterrence is already dead. But there is still a chance that Iran may not do anything because they have backed down so many times. Guys, there's still a chance, but who knows? MEK stooge Rudy Giuliani lied in Madison Square Garden about Ronald Reagan always supporting Israel. During his presidency, Reagan told Israel to go fuck itself at least twice during his presidency.
He wasn't the only one. It was another one. I know JFK and George Bush. George Bush also told Israel to go fuck themselves. So
yeah, what's her name? Queen Elizabeth too.
Yep.
I think Queen Elizabeth, who is rotting in hell and deserves every second of hell she deserves after what she did. But even she was like, yo, those Israelis, they're fucking terrorists. I don't trust those fucking Israeli terrorists. And there's reports that she refused to ever meet them. Like, she hated the Israelis. So that's I think that's interesting. They was a little bit more normalized in the 70s and 80s to criticize them. Of course, they were still on board. But it was still normalized. And then APAC came. They were like, "Nigga, we about to shut y'all the fuck up," and they did. Thank you, Jasmine, for the super sticker. Scott Ritter just said he stands with the U.S. military against Iran. No fucking.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Bro, you're gonna have to get this motherfucker again because you already roasted his ass before it was bad. I gotta wait to see what he said. I don't want to put words in his mouth because it seemed like some Scott Ritter shit to say. It seemed like some Scott Ritter shit. Evacuation of personnel in Erbil. I think that's one of the military bases we reported on being evacuated. I'm glad y'all on ordering an RBN shirt tonight. Let's go. I gotta order a new one. You guys know I wear these RBN shirts all the time.
Don't forget we got some new shirts too. We got some new shirts coming.
Yeah, we got some new merch. I need to get a new. I haven't ordered anything in a while. Now you guys can tell I'm getting tired. I can barely talk at this point. Thank you for the $5 chili. The site had been evacuated a long time ago. Senior advisor. So they were like, "Nigga, we already know y'all about to attack our. We're not buying the 2-week nonsense. We know y'all about to bomb, and they've been evacuated. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm not even bullshit. I'm so fucking happy to hear that their nuclear facility wasn't fucked up because that's their biggest line of defense. Brian, I just saw this chat. Brian Belton said Scott Ritter is dead to me. Dude, man, that's crazy, man. I don't know. Do you guys remember the conversation I had with Scott Ritter on RBN? And this motherfucker sounded like a revolutionary talking about destroying the U.S. empire. and they accused black people of code switching. Like, remember, Scott Ritter came on our show. This motherfucker was roasting Israel. He was roasting the United States. He was like, damn the United States. And after that conversation, I was like, man, dude, Scott is base as fuck. Because you got to go back and watch that conversation. And he turned just like that. It's crazy how these people do this. Like, it's so sick. Like, you guys know, I'm not tripping. If Scott Ritter was on our show and he would say some bullshit, you guys think I wouldn't call him out like I did Shahid Bolson? You guys think I'm scared of conflict? Motherfucker, I'll call him out like I did Ro Khanna, Marianne Wilson. But he was on point. So it's crazy how people code switch like that. You know what I mean? It's to me, it made me very uncomfortable that people can do that. I don't understand.
Y'all stop giving him the benefit of the doubt, saying like, look, I know a lot of people, I know the empire threatens people and blackmail people and all this and that. No, some people are just fucked up. I mean, he was in the fucking military. He has to have this type of mindset to even join the military in the first place and to take up for it. Yeah, you don't just lose that type of mindset. You have to be reprogrammed. And I doubt Scott Ritter has been re-educated on anything. You know, he's an old man. He know what the hell is going on. He know exactly what he's backing up. He know exactly the atrocities that we cause across this damn globe. You don't like what would they have on him? What would they have on him in the first fucking place? Like, come on now.
Let's continue. We get a lot more super chats coming in as we speak. Trump supporters are already blaming him. Blaming Iran. That's what I see from the Trump talking heads, for sure. I would love to see what the average American really think. I think people are going to be very upset. The talking heads are going to do what they do. I think, I don't know if all of them been evacuated. We have confirmed that a few of them have been. What's this that you put in the chat, Zoya? Let me read some more super chats first. Iran played chess. They should not respond right away. They have an objective and need to continue it. The bombing is a diversion tactic. That's a great point too. I think that's a pretty good point. However Iran responds, it's not for me to say. Like, they got military strategists that I'm sure will come up with a better plan than me, and I think that would be a great plan. What I'm saying is, if Iran doesn't do anything, they're damning their state for a never-ending war. I know people hate war, but there's a point where you have to draw the line to protect the future of your society. You know what I mean? Nick, do you think, damn, this super chat is really not ending. I appreciate you guys. It's really not ending. Nick, do you think the assassinations on Trump were fake? Hell yeah. I told you guys at the time, a lot of that shit wasn't adding up to me. So either two things are true. Either, and I will accept either one of them. There are two outcomes I can set that true. Either the United States tried to assassinate Donald Trump, or the assassination was rigged. Why? Because anyone who understands how Secret Service works and how the defense of the president, they do a complete perimeter scan of the area. And then there are people who literally filmed the motherfucker aiming at Trump. They filmed him going up the stairs. You tell me that Secret Service didn't see this coming? So that's why there's only two legitimate things that happened. Either the United States tried to assassinate Trump and the shooter choked and missed, which is a conspiracy, or it was a psyop. It was a fake assassination attempt. These snipers, they're really good at shooting, bro. They can shoot fucking a child miles away. They're over like a mile away. So you can easily get a sniper trained to have a bullet miss Donald Trump. They are literally that good, guys. They take drugs that stabilize their muscles. Like, the training that snipers get is very impressive. So they can easily have some motherfucker that would train to do this. So those are the only two explanations I'll take. Rome, eat the Zoe. I know I'm ranting, but I'm trying to get through this.
Yeah, and to I mean, yes, you can say, oh, well, to say he's against the deep state, but dude, how the fuck can anybody fall for that when look at his cabinet? Look at his cabinet. Look who's funding him. How can you ever come with that conclusion like, oh, he's against the deep state? Nigga, what? you are swimming in the swamp. you are swimming in the swamp. But whether those assassination attempts was real or fake, it got him what he needed. It got him his base riled up. It got some liberals joining his cause on his side. So hey, it is what it is. It really don't even matter if it was real or fake because hey, we're here today. You know, he's
do you want to say anything?
Yeah, no, I think that take from Rome is based because first off, he's correct. We focus too much on this rather than the outcome, and the outcome is we are here. But if I had to speculate, and it is speculation, I think all of it's fake. I think 9/11 was an inside job. I mean, there's so much sus stuff. I think the Kansas City bombing, the Boston bomb, like all of these things. Will get such overreactions from the empire and are always used for justification to take our rights away. Because, like, what the fuck is a domestic terrorist? Someone protesting a cop city is now a domestic terrorist. Yep. Indigenous water protectors are now domestic terrorists. Like, somehow all our rights keep disappearing every time one of these false flags happens. And even the USS Liberty, which Israel bombed, I have heard testimony of survivors saying that the United States completely knew and set them up for it, and that they just didn't expect them to survive and tell the tale because the ship was supposed to sink, but miraculously was rescued. So even Pearl Harbor, like, I'm not saying the Japanese didn't attack. I'm saying that these people know what's coming and let it happen, so they have an excuse for these wars.
I mean, look at January 6th. They used that to give the police billions of fucking dollars in one of the most the biggest civil rights fights in our time. They gave the police billions of dollars, but they needed a reason, you know what I'm saying, to like, okay, people are on the streets. They scream about police brutality, George Floyd, blah, blah, blah. How are we going to get this money to the police? How can we make this look good? Like, hey, look, January 6th, we have a whole bunch of people run up in the Capitol and act like they was going to overthrow America. And these people say, oh, these people try to overthrow America. These people try to overthrow America. Like I said.
Do they have a GoFundMe?
If they fuck around, if they overthrew America, we would overthrow America again. Because you telling me that's all it takes is to run in the Capitol building and hold a couple of politicians hostage, even though there was no politicians in there. That's all it's going to take to overthrow America. Like, miss me with the bullshit. Y'all just needed a reason to give the police billions of fucking dollars while people was on the ground in the millions, calling for the end of police brutality, calling for end of qualified immunity and all this shit. They just needed a reason, and they're going to have other reasons in the future. I'm pretty sure America is going to bomb themselves. More likely, it's going to be Florida to try to, stir up some more shit with a war. They have done this before. They had plans on this before. They was going to bomb Florida, blame it on Russia, blame it on Cuba and Russia, just to go to war. So yes, I believe that. It's either Florida is going to be attacked, New York is going to be attacked, or California is going to be attacked. It's going to be one of those, or they might hit Michigan waters. They might hit Michigan waters just to get people riled up like, oh, we got to kill these people now. Like, no, it's the same motherfuckers who's killing them who's killing us.